What is up, guys? Wraith here, Gray Bearded Gaming Society. We're picking up right where we left off, right back here with some doggy action. I do hope that everybody had a great New Year, solstice, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate. Hopefully you celebrate something and have fun with it. I hope you had a glorious whatever. We sort of kind of enjoyed our vacation on this end. We, excuse me. As you could tell, we were one of the lucky few that ended up with a pretty nasty head cold. It ran through our household. So our entire Christmas break, winter break, solstice break, whatever you want to refer to it as, at least one or two of us was sick at a time. You combine that by, for those who remember keep up, we got a new little member of our family who's currently sleeping on my feet. We went and got a new puppy this year to add to the family, which to me is amazing. I'm a dog person. I love having a dog in the house. It's been great. But, of course, having a small puppy in the house is basically the equivalent of having a new toddler in the house. So, yeah, she needs quite a bit of attention, but it's been fine. She's absolutely adorable. We actually went with I never thought I would say this out loud in my life. We went with a golden doodle. I just realized that my mint is down. I can't hear myself. Blarg! So, yeah, we ended with the golden doodle, and she is just ridiculously cute. But, of course, you know, constantly having to take her outside for the walks and all that kind of jazz. And so I've been working the night shifts, staying up late, getting that last bit of walking in there with her. But, hey, we are back. We're going to pick the action back up with our buddy Reed in here. Of course, for everybody who remembers, let's bring up our page here, just so we can have some flashback information. Our last series playthrough, of course, we unfortunately had a fatality in Paw. We had a good time, good experience. Like I said, we are 35. We were knocking on the door to 40% through. But we did lose a life last time. We are down to 4 lives on Reardon now. He is relatively geared. We've had a good time with that. Of course, our last big win was our silver chitin hand wraps. Now we're slowly kind of going to save up and work on a couple pieces where we still have some cloth. We want to upgrade that to the Woo's armor. The other thing, of course, is we're always looking for somewhere new to adventure and have a good time. And obviously the experience here is pretty good. The loot here is pretty decent. You can make some cash out here. It would actually be really fun for like a mage or something who can give his pet these null-hide lariats and just have him stun the bejesus out of something. But we'll do what we can. But, you know, we're going to stick around here. We're going to get some grinding in for a little while. We're going to beat up some gnolls, wait for our men to pop back up, get back into the rhythm of some EQ grinding, and we will check back in a few minutes. All right, well, we definitely got close that time. I would be lying if I said the pucker factor wasn't very, very real. Yeah, he got some last-minute good shots on us. Excuse me. But still hold on. Like I said, the farming's not going too bad. Like I said, we're about halfway through level. Now, one thing that is funny, of course, we finally got our the infamous dagger of dropping. We hadn't seen one forever on this guy, and suddenly we get two back-to-back, which is kind of interesting. But one other thing I did think about, and I was kind of trying to set some stuff up earlier, was one of the things that from the chats that I had seen was somebody kept asking me, and I don't remember the name. I'd have to go look up the name. Somebody kept asking me why I was only using like one skill at a time. And I was like, well, I mean, you have your basic melee attack. You know, we have feint death, we have flying kick. I said, but all the other skills are on the same cooldown. And they were convinced, like, no, you can use this one, and you can use this one, you can use this one, and you can use this one. So I've been bringing everything up. So basically on the same window, so we can see through where we got our, you know, there's our original kick, the round kick, dragon punch, the eagle strike. You know, there's tiger claw in there as well if we need to dig that one up. But you know, in our next battle here, I'll go through and show basically where we're basically, like I said, they're all on the same cooldown. You hit one and everything blocks out. But let me finish putting myself back together here. Hopefully Min pops up and we can pop that, wait for a new spawn, and we'll pick right back up and we'll do something for science. Alright, so here we go. We got ourselves a little gnoll over here. In the back, and we've got people trying to compete with us. We've only been trying to take our one little spot. But here we go. We're going to bring up here. So we've copied, it said 4 different skills to the list. We hit one flying kick. Everything blacks out. Everything. So we'll trade this one out real quick and we'll go to Tiger Claw instead. Bam. So it blocks out everything. So there are none of our specials that stack on top of each other. Not our most based kick. Nothing. So it doesn't matter whether it's a punch style or a kick style. It does not stack. We only get the one skill at a time. And I have always gone with the newest skill that we get. Mostly just because they have the highest damage multiplier. So right now we are a flying kick machine. I believe the equivalent for the XR I thought was the tail swipe or whatever. But yeah, there we go for science. It's not that I'm not using skills that you really can't. So I don't know whether maybe they thought there was a difference in, you know, P99 and maybe in live. I haven't played a monk in live in a super long time. But for what we have here, you do not have that option. You only have, you know, whatever the one ability is, your auto attack, or let's say feint death and everything else. But as far as combat abilities, you only have the one really click button. And there's no, to me at least, I haven't seen any point in mixing in the others because none of them are stunned, none of them are going to interrupt, you know, help us break anything. We're going to trash some of the stuff just because we know it doesn't sell. I've been trying to decide whether I was going to trash some of that gold just to lose weight, but it is 34 plat, which is kind of meh. So we shall see. But we're going to keep farming along for a little while longer. We did get a little bit lucky, and one of the guys that was buzzing around did give us a buff, so we do have a little extra haste, some augmentation at the moment. But we will keep things rolling here for a little while longer, this first night back. Just, again, getting back in the groove of things and see how things go. Stick around. We'll check in at least one more time at least, and you know, try to cap things off, but we'll be back in just a minute. So we had to stop and double check to see who this guy was, but apparently he might be able to drop something nifty. We wanted to make sure we weren't going to take bad faction, so we looked him up. So yeah, there we go. A hulking spiked club, 626, and only 4 weight, 1 hand blunt, which that's not bad. That is not bad. We would have definitely swung that around when we were a smaller monkey, because I mean, you know, plus it's got the neat look of the club with the nails hanging out of the front of it. So yeah, you know, whatever. A piece of history in our bag. So we've done pretty good. Like I said, we've ground down. We're about 50% through level. You know, we did finally kind of pitch some of the gold just to lose weight. I feel like we've just done better with not being quite so far overweight. We got a couple other things. We're kind of holding on to the gloves. I think those we might be able to sell for somebody in the tunnel for like 5 plat or something. The daggers could be fun to play with, or if nothing else, maybe give to somebody for a pet. But hey, guys, it's good to be back. We're gonna keep this one kind of short, just so we don't overdo it our first time back around. But it is good to be back in action. But as always, guys, you know, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. We do love to hear from everybody. We would love to hear from people for some great new adventure ideas, some places we could go. I think one of the possibilities that somebody did mention was, potentially lower guck action, so we might be able to see how that goes. We have to be really careful there, because being again at only 35, we'll be on par with some of that stuff, which could be very dangerous. Could be a bit of a problem. And at the same time, it doesn't have to be some crazy good experience spot. If there's some spot that's a pretty decent spot where maybe we could solo and either get some upgrades or maybe get some loot, something we could sell, make some cash, move towards some stuff. We are all ears, and we would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. But until next time, guys, hey, stay safe, stay distant, stay in EverQuest. We're back, and we'll see you guys next week. Night, guys.